everybody, Gwen Lawrence here. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel, especially for today's video, which is the top 5 yoga poses to help ease that back pain. I tried to pick some less traditional poses for you, so do the best you can. We're going to do each one for about 1 minute, but as you get familiar with them and you don't need this video anymore, see if you could up the game and really hold them 2, 3, 4, even 5 minutes each. First one we're going to do is lying spinal twist. Very, very delicious for spinal rotation. So you're on your back, knees bent, feet flat, and you're going to bring the right thigh over your left thigh. Knees into your chest, and then slowly drop the legs over to the left. Left hand is going to anchor that top knee down, and your right arm is going to extend out, palm facing up. Okay? Likely, especially if you have back pain, you're not going to be able to get the back of that right shoulder down and the top knee at the same time, but know that that's your goal somewhere in time. Setting the timer, you can rock left to right according to your breath, or I really like to hold the knee down and work to get the back of my shoulder down on my exhale. And technically you're looking over your right shoulder. I'm looking at you to talk to you today, but technically you're looking right. Get length, get depth. And this is one that you should definitely work up to doing 3 minutes. It takes a long time for your body to actually release and relax in the poses. So that's why we choose to do them a little bit longer than 10 seconds or so. Okay, coming back to center, nice and easy. Knees bent, feet flat. Just pigeon toe the feet, knock the knees together, and give your back a little time to recover. And then we're going to do the other side. So left thigh over your right thigh. Knees into your chest, flex your feet. Drop your legs over to the right. This time your right hand on top of that left knee, and your left arm is out to the side, palm facing up. Same thing. Look over the left shoulder. Rock back and forth, or choose to have the knee down, the shoulder a little more floaty. Little nice stretch in the anterior deltoid and chest as well. My back just keeps cracking. If you could have a microphone up here, you'd hear it. You're probably going to want to stay in this longer. It just feels so good. Okay, coming back nice and slow. Never come out of these poses fast. Okay, the next one we're going to do is a supported plow pose. What it does is open the whole posterior spine. From the base of the neck all the way to the tailbone, even adds a little hamstrings in. So when your hamstrings are a little looser, they don't pull down on the pelvis and they ease the back. So hamstrings are a good option too. You might want to check out my hamstring video as well. What you're going to do is have your hands down by your side. Make sure you don't have a ponytail. It's going to infringe. And even though I'm looking at you, never look to the side when you're doing this pose. Always look straight up to the sky. Push in to your palms. I'm going to show you what you can do if this one's really hard for you. Just have your hips on a block, legs straight up to the sky, and bring your legs close in. Otherwise, arms are down by your side, and you're going to bring the legs up and over, bend the elbows, and support the back, okay? We're going to hold it here. Some of you will easily be able to touch your toes to the floor. We just want you to feel a nice itchy stretch in the spine. I don't want you to force anything. Really, this is a supported fish, so your hands are on your back. As long as you can breathe and feel a stretch in the hamstrings and the spine, you're doing it right. And don't come out of this pose until I show you how. Elongate elongate the back of the neck. Let the chin come to the chest. Hands down by your side. One vertebra at a time. Bring it down. Don't spring out of this quickly. It'll shock your back. You won't injure yourself. It'll just be shocking. Knees are into your chest. Come on up. And we're going to flip it over onto our belly now. So we just opened posterior spine. Now we're going to open the anterior spine. You're going to come into or onto your stomach. Palms flat under your shoulders. Legs are nice and long. We're going to inhale, cobra push-ups. Inhale till the arms are straight, or you can't go any further. Tuck the butt under for support of the low back and lower it down. Little side benefit here, besides opening up the front of the spine, easing some back pain, is you're also working your triceps. So slowly all the way up and all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Your neck is okay. You can even look up. And then bring it down. Palms flat under your shoulders. Bring it up and back and into child's pose. Okay, so we're coming up now. We're going to do another supported pose called supported bridge pose. You're going to take 2 blocks, knowing that in time with practice, you're going to be able to do this with 3 blocks. Take the blocks like this, stack them up against each other. If you see someone in and out, that's Jorge, my long-haired chihuahua. Knees bent, feet flat, into your bridge pose. Put the blocks underneath your hips, sacrum, and then you're going to try and interlace your fingers. Forgot my timer. You're going to try and interlace your fingers beyond the blocks. For some of you, it might not be possible, and you're just going to hold the blocks, but you're trying to snuggle the shoulders under so we protect that neck. And again, chin to the chest, face straight up to the sky, and just relax and sink in. You're not activating the glutes. You're just surrendering to gravity, releasing and relaxing. Some of you might not even be able to get your hands totally down to the floor because your shoulders are tight. But we're trying to open up the front of the shoulders as well as a different angle of the hips to help ease the back and give yourself better range of motion in that spine. So if you want more details, you can go to my blog on gwenlawrence.com. Go to my blog section and look for the article on the top 5 yoga poses for back pain. I also wrote an article for ESPNW.com. You can go there as well. Once you're done, again, this one we only held for 1 minute. I prefer you do this up to 5 minutes, but give yourself time to get used to it. Take the blocks out one at a time, giving your back a chance to respond, and then all the way down. Once you're done, roll over onto your side and push yourself up. So the last pose is going to be supported squat. I thought opening up the hips in a very deep pose without a lot of pressure to hold the pose will really give us a nice stretch and also ease some of the pull and strain on the hips, low back, and sacrum area and help alleviate any spinal pressure or pain you might feel. This one, if you can't do it like I'm showing you, feel free to lean up against a wall and just slide down the wall and use the wall for support. So you're going to come up to standing, have 1 block or 2 blocks or 4 or 5, whatever you need, especially if you have knee issues as well. And we're going to bring it all the way down and go ahead and sit on the block. Okay, so normally in squat your butt doesn't touch, but because the block is here, it's touching. And it's letting us let go and not have to use our strength to hold the pose, and letting us enjoy the depth of stretch. Your elbows are on the inner sides of the knees, helping to push the knees back, pry the heart through, trying to get the back as tall as you can. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, just put more weight into the block. And notice that your feet are flat on the floor. You don't want to knock in and put pressure on the middle of the knee, medial knee. Everything's safe, everything opening, just with the sole purpose of releasing any back pain and pressure. Okay, hands to the floor. You can go ahead and straighten the knees, and I prefer you come down. You were low in a pose. I don't really want you to stand up. You could get dizzy. So those are my top 5 picks to help you release, relax any pressure on the back and pain on the back. And we did it in a kind of backdoor way where we opened up the surrounding joints. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you can see a lot of other great videos and get notified when I post things for you. Do your best, be great, and I'll see you next time.